Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Smith. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. Now Gino on 1st down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Gino.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Smith throwing again. Open man is Uzomah.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Patriots.
Raheem Mostert,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. This is taken way up at the 25. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Rodgers now on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The Bengals sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
This defense for the Pats, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot.
He was covered by Jaire Alexander.
Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, it's Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Smith. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
Touchdown!
Raheem Mostert.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Pats have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Sterling Hawker set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And some room to work.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Geno down to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Hey, take 26. Come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers, sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Rodgers again now. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st down, Smith. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Smith. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Throwing is Smith. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
8 yards on the pickup. Rest up 2nd and 2. 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now it's Rodgers. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now receiver in motion left. Now we give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point by Carlson up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Sterling Buckner set to kick off.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that 1st half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the 1st half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact and the next-gen stats.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Throwing now is Geno. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 12, Smith.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll hit Mostert again here. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On 2nd, here's Algier on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third and long, it's Smith. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Here we go, here we go. 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors, 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
In motion right is Wilson. Here we go on 4th. Smith. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. In motion right is Hopkins. Now Geno on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
18 Randall, 18 Randall. 18, Pioneer.
Again, Smith. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. This is taken way up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cook up the gut. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On the jump.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Geno. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Looking deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Pats are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. And that is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
They dial a running play here with Hill.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DeAndre Hopkins, 64 yards.
And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Let's go now.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will take a knee here. They snap it to Smith. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Bengals will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But
this is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians.